Before we get to the movie, I want to know, do you remember the first movie you went to all by yourself?
Oh, wow. No.
Or one of them, or the earliest memory of doing that.
Some friends and I went to see the Ralph Bakshi Lord of the Rings.
Oh,
for
yeah.
one of my friend's birthday celebrations.
I only got to see that on TV. Is that the one that just ends?
I think
like,
so.
It doesn't have an ending?
Yeah.
Because he basically ran out of money?
I think so.
It ended with, what do you think is going to happen?
And when I was in 5th grade, the teacher, he had lavishly illustrated from the animated TV thing of The Hobbit. He would read to us from this book. So like over the course of a year, he read the book. And that was actually one of the best things that ever happened to me in school. It was very enjoyable. And that teacher is sadly no longer with us.
Well,
unconnected.
Well, I hope it's unconnected. When I read those books to that kid, yeah. That was the end for me. I've got a bunch of movies that I've never seen before. None of you know what they are. Every episode I'm going to spring one on you. It might be good, it might be bad. We'll watch it on the old leather couch and then talk about it. Welcome to the basement. Do you hear something?
No.
I hear something. It sounds like distant, enormous footsteps.
Oh.
Those sounds may be nothing, but then again, they might be giants.
Oh my God.
This riff on mental illness and Sherlock Holmes was released in 1971. TMBG stars George C. Scott, Joanne Woodward, Jack Gilford, future Golden Girl Rue McClanahan, and Grandpa Munster himself, Al Lewis. The film also features another actor in a very small role. He is a future Oscar winner, and this is his big screen debut. Let's see if we can spot him. They Might Be Giants came and went at the box office, drifted off into obscurity, and its name would go on to never be used by anyone for any other purpose.
Adapted by James Goldman.
Is he related to William Goldman?
I don't think so. But
Okay.
he's the guy who wrote The Lion in Winter.
Oh, okay. I like that
the
movie.
stage play and the movie. What year is this?
71.
71. Oh, I was but a child.
I was but a thought in my father's manhood. Well, Bill, this gift will make you feel like a giant.
Oh, it's a tiny replica of my house.
Tiny replica of something.
It is. It's a tiny skee ball tabletop.
You can turn your desktop into a Chuck E. Cheese.
What I've always wanted to do.
Well, break out your deer stalker cap and your meerschaum pipe and join us over at 221B Old Leather Couch as we take in the historical obscurity known as They Might Be Giants. Boy.
Spider.
Why is the world in love again? Why are we marching hand in hand?
All right, They Might Be Giants. At the beginning of the movie, we see
Blevins Playfair, that's his name, has just received a blackmail note and some scandalous pictures. I'm so turned on. His brother, Justin Playfair,
believes he is Sherlock Holmes. Blevins wants to commit him to a mental institution, and Blevins would then be able to take over the family fortune, and he would be able to get out of trouble in this way. Oh, man.
Don't you have a handkerchief?
Not on my salary.
Oh,
just got a raise.
you suffer from lumbago.
Lumbago, that's a word I haven't heard in a while. When we were kids and the song La Isla Bonita would come on the radio, we'd always say, I had a dream of lumbago.
Give that dog of yours more meat. I think he's got pellagra.
Oh, bless you, sir.
And a happy pellagra to you as well. There's Dr. Strauss. He runs the clinic where Blevins wants to commit his brother. There's a therapist named Mildred who is treating a man named Mr. Small. He just won't speak. In walks Justin in his Sherlock Holmes garb, and he is strutting his stuff. He uses the power of his mind to determine why Mr. Small won't talk.
The silence is the clue.
Could it be because...
The man's a silent film star.
And so he must be...
Rudolph Valentino.
Sherlock Holmes.
There you go. Purely logical. Mildred, the therapist, thinks that she can cure him of his paranoia and delusions.
She ends up going to his home, encountering him in his downstairs laboratory.
He assumed this role of Sherlock Holmes after his wife died.
You do have a brother, don't you?
Blevins, yes, of course.
He has the completely normal first name of Blevins. You know, like all the thousands of Blevinses you've met in your life.
Do many people call you Holmes?
Mostly they call me Home Slice or Home Skillet. Justin, Holmes, is examining the blackmail letter, and he determines that it is the work of Dr. Moriarty, his arch enemy.
Holmes fiddles 26.
That's a terrible rendition of Turkey in the Straw.
Yeah.
He doesn't take much of a liking to Mildred, and he decides to dress her down with his big brain.
You can neither cook nor sew, and your apartment needs a thorough cleaning. You suffer from insomnia and sometimes drink yourself to sleep. You think you're homely and you're glad you're growing old. You bite your nails, you're frightened you're a failure, but you're lost without your work.
Booyah! Pipe drop.
That suit is 10 years old and you annoy the living Jesus out of me.
Can't you see I'm trying to tell you I love you?
Now it's my turn.
You're a stinky poopy pants. But he becomes intrigued when he finds out her last name.
My name is Watson, Mildred Watson. I'm a doctor.
Boy? Did you say, oh, Watson?
Well, this is just fate. They're together again.
They go off into the city to track down Moriarty.
I'm perambulating here. Cannot you see I'm perambulating here?
Come now. I'm perambulating.
Are you any good with firearms?
Guns?
No, burning limbs.
Well, if I'm such a liability, what do you want me for?
Oh, you mustn't feel inferior. Try saying to yourself, I'm adequate.
The birth of feminism.
They find themselves at the telephone company. There's a woman there who is desperate to find this man that she's in love with, but she doesn't know who he is.
He said goodbye. He's dying and he isn't in the phone book.
He's probably enlisted.
You saved him. What's his number?
Just when I thought I was figuring this movie out, now we're here.
I can't go on.
This is unendurable.
Yeah.
My name is Grace.
Last name Cathedral. And then the two of them take off. They go to the movies. There's a guy passed out in front of him. There's a young couple making out behind him. There's a lady over there who keeps shushing him because she wants to watch the film.
Why so moody?
Are you experiencing your monthly mania?
What am I going to do with you?
You might try smiling. Nothing much, just once a day or so.
The second birth of feminism.
Let's go someplace and groove.
Oh, let's groove here.
The hippie couple behind him decides to do some grooving.
They're grooving.
Usher.
It's F. Marie Abraham.
Yep. Bingo!
There it is.
Mildred loses her shoe.
She's walking around the streets of early 70s New York City with only one shoe on. That can't be a safe undertaking.
Hey, wait a minute, my shoe!
It's mine now, lady! They go to an office and see this man, Wilbur Peabody. He's a good friend of Justin, and he's going to help them out with his shelves of papers.
You've known him very long.
For over 30 years.
I was a much younger Peabody back then. Listen, do you have one lady's shoe, by chance, that I could borrow? Holmes and Watson have an argument, and she leaves. She goes home. Hello?
Nice. The jacket fell. She took it in. Yeah. She didn't say, oh, we got to do that again. She's just like, I'm in the moment here.
I said, what a pro. Oh, I love this B and L liquor. It goes down real smooth. The next morning, Holmes wakes up. He's fallen asleep on top of the papers.
What's the matter?
Don't sneak up on me like that, Peabody. He starts to doubt himself. Am I really that Justin fellow? Am I really crazy?
I can't remember childhood.
That's not so bad.
My childhood was no picnic. I was just a wimpy little Peabody.
Stop feeling sorry for yourself.
Start feeling sorry for me, Peabody.
Sometimes I wish to God I were the Scarlet Pimpernel.
You do?
A fop by day. But after dark.
A world-class leather daddy. Then Watson bursts in. I just came from my house and I still only have one shoe. I want to help you with the case after all. They start deducing together, dual deducing, trading ideas back and forth, and they figure out that the next clue involves some sort of school. They go off and find this abandoned building. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Oh my, I hope there aren't any smack junkies in here. And inside is an abandoned school.
This door hasn't been used in 20 years. To make that 30.
Do I hear 40? They force themselves in, and they're on a beautiful rooftop garden. These two old people have been shut-ins.
Since 1939, they just didn't like the look of what was going on out there.
You're just in time for tea.
Again, right when I feel like I have got a handle on the thread of the movie, it goes tumbling off the rails. They just live up here, they eat vegetables, they have everything they need, and they never go out.
Nobody's ever seen our work.
We don't know if it's any good. Would you criticize our garden?
We'd be honored.
Yep, that's really awful. Yep, that's stupid.
This was Mrs. Bagg's design.
Amateur at best. Well, it's time for that chance encounter to be done, so Holmes and Watson leave.
And they've already set up this rendezvous at Watson's apartment for 7 o'clock that night.
She's there busily preparing dinner.
Everything is going wrong.
Oh, the salad is burned. She's fretting about her makeup and her wardrobe. It seems like they're going to have a date.
I'll wear my wedding dress.
I'll be a Lower East Side Mrs. Havisham. Holmes shows up through the fire escape, of course.
We're just going to have a simple supper.
I think the beans are burning.
That's just my flatulence. So embarrassing. The Foley guy. Is the dress made out of taffeta? I do a great taffeta. My specialty is taffeta. They have a little drink.
I was thinking earlier, and I thought,
Sorry, I kind of forgot my lines in the middle of that.
Why don't we set a date?
you dance?
Well, I haven't in years. Do you?
I don't know, I can't remember.
Let's find out.
I'll set up the pole. They have a little dance. Holmes is shot in the head. Did he just get capped in the head? He's got to be dead, right? No, he's fine.
You called me Holmes.
I did.
Why, that dastardly Moriarty. He shot me with a bullet. Oh, this is not like him. They go off to their midnight meeting with Moriarty. This is what they figured out. They worked through all the clues. They're going to meet Moriarty at midnight on Tuesday. And this is Tuesday.
Wilbur.
Stop peabodying around and get over here.
Mr. Holmes!
They caught us grooving and kicked us out. So they walk. And as they go, they collect all of the misfits and the kook nuts that they've met previously in the movie. This is like the end of Buckaroo Banzai. They stop. Holmes gives them all a speech.
Will those of you who know what this is all about, please raise your hands?
He says, follow me into this thing. Come inside, everyone. You'll see the big board. And they don't.
Nobody came.
I don't much blame them.
So that's the end of that. Holmes and Watson go down these stairs. They're in the sewer. They see a supermarket. Moriarty must be in there.
This week only, loin of pork, 79 cents per pound.
Oh, Moriarty, your sales are diabolical. They go in there. Of course he's not here. He's got to be at this other place. I guess they go to Central Park. There's a tunnel. Oh, he's got to be in that tunnel.
We'll meet him here.
At this hell mouth. And they're looking in the tunnel. And they're looking.
Get down.
Get funky. Quickly, get it on the good foot. Hey, remember Blevins? My brother? You remember him? And Holmes says, do you hear it? Do you hear him approaching? He's on horseback. He's going to ride out of that tunnel any minute now. Watson says, I don't hear him. I don't hear anything. Maybe you are crazy. Wait a minute. I hear the horse feet. They're coming this way.
Oh, now, there, do you see him now?
Can you see Moriarty? I think I do, yes. I see him.
Moriarty, they think, approaches them.
Or maybe not Moriarty approaches them. Huh. They might be giants. I have to say that this movie was interesting in the midst of its terribleness.
Yeah.
Throughout it, I was alternately fascinated by it and exasperated by it.
It's a very strange beast.
I really want to read the play.
Yeah.
Because I get the feeling that the play does better the things that this movie should be doing better, but doesn't. Even though the playwright wrote the screenplay.
Yes.
So, I'm not sure what's going on there. This movie has some great ideas that I think are poorly carried out or half-baked.
Yeah.
Holmes, Justin, uses this pseudo-logic to crack this case that doesn't exist.
Right.
Like, that's fun.
Yeah.
And if that was more of the movie, I think it would have been more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Where it really falls apart is these chance encounters with these various New York misfits.
Right.
None of which are meaningful or funny or interesting or develop the story or move the plot along or do anything. There's a great movie somewhere in this movie.
Yeah.
And I think that with the right screenwriter, the right creative team, that could really be built out, focusing on the trauma that Justin Fairplay suffered with the death of his wife.
Yes. There were many times I started feeling like this was sort of a rough draft of The Fisher King.
Explores similar themes.
Yeah. Delusional main characters. One thing that happens in The Fisher King that doesn't happen in this movie is these people, these weird people that they encounter, you learn about them.
Yeah.
And then it means something. And then the bit when they all start walking down the street together.
Oh, God. That
it was so
ticked me off.
It's like literally everybody that they had encountered in the story up to that point.
This is not closure.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
This is not telling us anything.
This is not everything coming together. I don't know what the budget or the schedule situation was with this. This seemed like one of the situations where the director was like, "Okay, we're gonna have to cut these 2 pages. we don't have time to shoot these."
Yeah.
And so lots of story connective tissue is going out along with him. George C. Scott, he's always great.
Yeah.
If someone were a very religious person and they didn't like to take the Lord's name in vain, instead of saying Jesus H. Christ, they could just say George C. Scott. What is going on here? It would work.
Yeah. George C. Scott.
George C. Scott, it's hot today. I really like the ending.
I
In
could
spite
tell.
of myself.
I could tell.
And then when that light started coming, I was like, end it. End here. Don't dare show Moriarty. You end here, movie.
Yeah, definitely.
I wish there was a great movie behind that ending. You so seldom think that. Like, it's a lousy movie, but it had a great ending.
Yeah.
They're both just lost in this mania. I bet those people who were walking with them, I don't think they were actually there. I think that was delusion.
Yeah.
I think this movie is about 2 people going mad together.
Folie à deux.
They might be giants. Whether they are giants or are not giants, maybe we'll never know. But one thing we do know is that it's time for a little something called Seen It.
Seen it.
David Mumjour, Bringing Up Baby, 1938. Seen it, really I have.
Seen it.
I think this is the very model of a so-called screwball comedy.
Yeah.
Howard Hawks, Cary Grant, Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah.
I watched this years and years and years ago, and I thought, I love it. I'm going to watch it again as soon as I can. Cut to 15 years later. I watched it again, and I was shocked, Bill. Shocked.
Yeah.
At how infuriating these 2 are. How irritated I was at every turn. I just wanted to reach through the screen and shake them and say to him, just communicate with her. And say to her, just listen to him. It's very well written. It is tight as a drum.
Yeah.
But those 2 characters, I don't think I ever want to spend time with them again. I'm sorry to say.
I can believe that. I saw it in college in my film and TV comedy class. Saw some great stuff.
I've got this valuable dinosaur bone. Here's my dog. Okay, the dog's going to take the bone. So the dog's going to bury the bone. They're going to have to look for the bone.
And it is one of those things that's kind of ruined by it being such a cultural touchstone.
Yeah, Looney Tunes cartoons
Yeah.
and such.
Sean Henry says, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. What are we going to do when Miller stops?
The world of Mad Max, The Road Warrior, etc. is a very cool world. I could watch 10 Mad Max movies. But that doesn't dismiss the fact that I thought this was a very pedestrian film. I don't know that it brought much more new to the table than Mad Max Fury Road did.
Fury Road was this huge thing that we hadn't seen before. This sort of revisited a lot of visual aspects of that, the color palette and some of the action type stuff. But seeing Furiosa's backstory, we didn't learn much.
I don't know that I want to know how Furiosa began. She's such an intriguing character. It's better for her to have a shadowy past, just like Max.
You see a guy like Dementis. I saw behind the scenes stuff with Chris Hemsworth. We talked a lot about who this guy was and where he came from and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, great. I'm glad you didn't tell us all of that. One of the things about the whole Mad Max world is how does it go from our world to that world, and how long does it take? How does all that happen? But ultimately it doesn't matter, because it's about what exists now and how people survive in it.
I thought Chris Hemsworth was fantastic in this. Great performance and a great character.
It really was.
He was guy piercing it up in that thing. Anya Taylor-Joy, I just think she's a whole lot of sizzle and not a lot of steak. She's got that face and she's got those eyes. And you've never seen a face like that. And she does the smolder. You know, she does that.
Yeah.
It's sort of like I look at her the same way I look at someone like Rami Malek. Undoubtedly a good actor, but I also feel like he's got expressions, he's got moves, and he's got a bag of tricks that he's using. And that bag of tricks is going to run out eventually.
Yeah.
And in the end, she turns him into a tree.
Yeah. It was a little...
We never saw Tree Man.
Yeah.
And he was Fury Road.
And he was so happy about it, too. He was like, the tree's growing out of me. I'm not even human anymore.
Can't turn people into trees. This is not Game of Thrones. Kempson Bellington. Jaws. Maybe the biggest lacuna in my viewing history. Lacuna means gap. I looked it up. Seen it.
Seen
Jaws many times.
Oh, yeah.
I could see it many more times.
Oh, yeah.
I want to watch it right now, in fact.
Yeah.
Maybe the most interesting part of that story is the three guys. They're not a good team. They don't connect with each other on a professional level.
Yeah.
Quint is baldly contemptuous of Hooper and vice versa. Brody doesn't even believe in himself. And they're just, and they need a bigger boat. So they go off to hunt this shark, and you, the audience, are surely thinking, well, this is going to end in disaster. And it does, but they still get the shark.
I wanted to read the book like this summer, since it's the 50th anniversary of the movie and stuff like that, because I read the book in 5th grade.
Peter Benchley?
Yeah. Read it way too young. There's so much sex in that book. And it affected me. I think about what I would like heaven to be. I want heaven to be the place where you can see all the movies that weren't made. And you hear about the actors who Spielberg wanted to play Quint.
I see what you're saying.
I want to see the movie that we know, but with Lee Marvin playing Quint.
I want to see the movie that would have happened if the shark worked.
Yeah.
How would that have changed it?
Yeah.
I want to see Yorodowski's Dune. I want to see the original cut of The Magnificent Ambersons, all this stuff.
Butch and Sundance when they do switch roles. I want to see that.
Yeah.
Joe Peterson, American movie. Seen it.
Yeah, I totally seen it.
Jesus said it's going to be okay.
It's all right, it's okay. There's something to live for. Jesus told me so. This is a story of Mark Borchardt, his friend Mike Schenk, and their journey to create a short film called Coven.
Many years ago, my friend from my hometown, my best friend, he got into filmmaking, and he was making commercials and PSAs in the area. So we're filming one night in downtown Milwaukee, and the two of them just came down to hang out.
Mark and Mike?
Mark and Mike.
I think there are a lot of people, Todd Solondz in particular, who think this film is exploitative. These two guys are presented as these kind of buffoons. And I think if you think that says more about you than it says about the film. I find the film incredibly inspiring.
Yeah.
Mark Borchardt is kind of a hero of mine. He's got this Orson Welles inside him. He wants to create. He has some abilities and he has some shortcomings, and he still persists in the face of all these odds that are stacked against him. I think that's a great story. You might be wanting to go on the internet somewhere interesting. Well, you can go to our website, welcometothebasementshow.com. There's every episode we've ever made, all there available to be viewed. And there are PayPal donation buttons that you can click on to make a one-time or rolling monthly donation to support this show. Your support helps us out greatly, and we love it. Our next episode will be the final episode of this season. That will be a Christmas episode, likely. And then we'll go on hiatus, so I just wanted to let you know that. Our next episode, last one of 2025. Bill will be here next week for unboxing. We've got a pretty nice big box to open, and I look forward to doing it, and you should look forward to looking at this.
Did he do all this himself? Oh, I helped a little.
I mainly helped with the Erlenmeyer flasks and the, you know, okay.
Didn't take long to get to the end.
No, I really I hit a wall there.
They're grooving.